Hi, everybody. This is Coach Jay with Full Circle Coaching Consulting, and I'm talking to you today from my chiropractic office in Longmont, Colorado. And I'm at the end of my adjusting shift. I'm about to go home and have some ice cream with my kids. It's an ice cream in the park here today. But before, I don't feel burned out or bored out today, which is one of the things that I want to talk a little bit today about your service and how you can make sure that you're delivering consistent service time and time again. We're at the end of summer, and one of the most frequent things we hear from other chiropractors is in summertime, how do I keep the numbers up and how do I stay busy? Nowadays, there are people traveling and schools and such, and lives get busy. We understand that. So if your numbers are dropping a little bit, 10, 15%, that might not be uncommon. Our numbers usually stay, let's say, but they do flip a little bit in summer. But here's the thing. Even if your numbers are lighter for a given week or a month or even a year for whatever reason, if you've had a baby, your energy is going to be at home or with your wife, and you might just not have the same amount of energy to go in your practice, and it's okay to be there. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to get into a scenario where just because you would fill a day with, let's say, 100 patients, just use a round number, and now you've got 80, so you got 20% less. Do you need to spend 20% more time with your clients? The answer I'd hope that you'd say is no. Like, the answer is no. Don't spend more time with your clients because you have the time. Because what happens is now you're setting a precedent that, in addition to your service, which is fantastic, and you've done a great job, you've done all your things, you've done all your tools, your decks, and you adjust your clients like you would your family with the same amount of time, or you're giving the same service to everybody across the board. Once you start putting more time into somebody, it becomes an expectation that you can do that every time. It's an old story about B.J. Palmer that he used to tell with chiropractic, and the truck's bumping along, and the guy's truck all of a sudden goes out, and actually the mechanic's walking down the road, just happens to see a mechanic. It's a story, right? So stick with it. The mechanic's got his bag of tools. He says, boy, I can't help but notice you have a little engine trouble. I said, yeah, you don't have to be a mechanic. He said, yeah, I am a mechanic, and I'd be happy to take a look. That's great. I'll pay you whatever it is for your time if you can get me home. So the mechanic pulls the hood and finds problems. Oh, yeah, I see what the issue is here. Goes back to his toolbox and picks out a wrench and screw. Fixes it, does his thing, and about 2 minutes later, and he says, oh, you're good to go, man. Turn it over. Turns it over, and car starts taking off, goes down the road. Says, wow, that's great. Like, how did you know exactly? Hi, Tracy. How did you know exactly what to do? He said, I've been doing this a long time, and I've got the right tools and got the right parts. I said, that's great. So how much do I owe you? The mechanic said, $155. He said, $155? You got to be kidding me. That was just 2 minutes of work. And he said, well, here's the thing. It was $5 for the part, right? Just $5 for the specialized little part that goes in there. But it's $150 for which part, how to put it in, have the right tool, and then know exactly how to put it in so it wouldn't come back on you and break in the future. Man looks over, write check happily, and hands to the man and says, thank you, sir, have a great day. And so the idea here, the exact same thing that I want to pass on to you is this. You've got the right tools, you have the right skill set, you deliver amazing service. Now, the time it takes you to deliver your service to your family, in this case, my chiropractic office, look, it doesn't take me long to adjust my kids and my wife. It shouldn't take you much longer than that to adjust your clients. Maybe you've got a little bit of table talk behind me. It says ice or heat, so I've got something to talk about with my clients behind me there. Hey, ice or heat, and so in this particular case, you fell down some stairs. Let's probably not toss some ice on that. Let's let it mate. So there's some things you can do that take a little bit longer, but it shouldn't take 5 minutes. Next thing you know, in a work day, you're filled to the brim with time, but you actually deliver less services. So stick with your magic number. Know how long it takes to deliver your service. Know how long it takes for you to deliver your adjustment. And stick to that every single time, irrespective of the bumps that come along the way. One more story I just want to tell you. My wife, in her divine feminine nature, Hi Dodi, she's really great at just connecting with the client. And so we had this client who I was adjusting, and she was on pregnancy leave. She comes back in, she makes a couple adjustments, and she falls into the same trap. She's got more time, she spends more time with her. Guess what happens? This particular client doesn't want to get adjusted by me anymore. She wants to get adjusted by my wife because there's that expectation that she's going to consistently spend more time with her. And as soon as she gets home, and after she checked out up front, and because she said, well, I want to see Dr. Christine from now on, and she gets home and goes, oh my God, like, I shouldn't have done it. No, I shouldn't have done it. I saw something, and I decided to spend a little extra time with her, and she knew exactly that she opened up a can of worms that she couldn't go back into. Now she expects 10-minute adjustments every time. That's just not our practice, and that's not our model. We usually don't spend that much time with clients because it doesn't change the level of service. It doesn't change the quality of the service just because the quantity of time portions should be longer. So, but you're going to burn out, bore out if you're consistently just filling this emotional void of, I've got time where I should do more. No, you stick with what works, stick with what has worked for years. If there's any question of certainty, that's where your chiropractic coach comes in. That's where we come in to help you guys on the way. So I hope you enjoy some of these stories. I hope some of this stuff you can take with it. But the moral of the story is know how long it takes you to deliver your goods. Be consistent with it every single time, every single adjustment. My cousin told me this. He was a chiropractor. He said, hey, from day one, patient number one, to the last patient, all the ones in between, be consistent every single time because that consistency is key. Thanks, gang.